Hey everyone, Andy from Lux Travel Hacks here. Today I want to talk about the Alaska-Hawaiian merger, acquisition, whatever you want to call it. This is the news article that launched it basically. This is really, really good for a lot of reasons. Number one, Alaska has had for a long time really good redemption value and redemption opportunities, but we haven't ever had a way to get points to Alaska from Amex, from Chase, from any of the currencies. It's really been difficult to use Alaska for redemption. So basically we've kind of just, not paid attention to it. But the plus for now is that we can get points to Hawaiian from Amex. So because of this merger and this acquisition, there is now a way to get points from Amex to Hawaiian to Alaska, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a second. Meaning we have access to all of Alaska's amazing redemption opportunities, low points, low tax, etc., lots of good stuff. And some other partners and airlines that we don't have access to via other partner programs, like I'll show you some examples in a second. So the thing is, this is temporary for now, this ability to move points via Hawaiian to Alaska, but the hope is that because they are fully acquired and they're merging or whatever, there will be a way permanently to do this, right? But for now, since all we know is that it's temporary and that it exists today, I'm going to show you guys how to take advantage of it. So number one, I wanted to show you guys the list of Amex partners because this is how we're going to get points to Alaska. There's a bunch, right? And most of them are 1-to-1. Here is Hawaiian, 1-to-1, 1,000 to 1,000. So, and I'm going to put this link here, which is the linking link, which is how you get points to and from Alaska and Hawaiian at a 1-to-1 ratio. You can see here 50 Alaska mileage plan to 50 Hawaiian miles, and you can back and forth. All you have to do is click sign into your account, and there's some frequently asked questions if you need them. And once you sign into both and you link them, you'll be able to move points back and forth. So you can go Amex, Hawaiian, Hawaiian, Alaska. An amazing opportunity and very, very easy to do in the current format. So I'll put this link somewhere so you guys have easy access to it. But anyway, I wanted to show you just a few, it's not gonna be a super long video, I just want to show you a few redemption examples of what Alaska can be good for. Here's this first one. Japan Airlines, really any One World Airlines will work. Japan Airlines is one of them. Some other popular ones that go to Europe are like British Airways or American Airlines can go to Asia or Europe or wherever really from the US. So this is a really good example, 60K miles and $55 of tax. There's 2 seats on this one right now. Here's like a freebie if you want to go in 2 days, right? Vancouver to Tokyo. Really good opportunity. Even in economy, it's very cheap, but it just depends what you're looking for. Another good example that I wanted to talk about is this one, operated by Condor. Condor is a very interesting option because Condor is not officially an alliance partner of anybody. So Condor is basically, you can think of it as like Lufthansa, which is the German airline, but it's supposed to be a budget-friendly type airline, but they have a really nice new business class product on their planes that, here I can show it to you really quick. That looks like this. So really nice. Nice finishes and stuff. It looks like the new Lufthansa product actually, except it was already flying before then. But because it's not an alliance partner or anything, you can't book it like you can book Lufthansa, which would be like maybe through Air Canada, United, Avianca, other Star Alliance partners like that. So before we didn't have a way to book this. You could in theory book some of these Condor flights through Emirates when it first launched, earlier this year or whatever, that partnership, but some of them would appear, some of them wouldn't. You might have to call, you might not. So this is way easier and way cheaper. 55K points one way and $74, low tax. There are 6 seats open on this flight, for example, in February that I just found really quick for this example. So this is Toronto to Frankfurt on Condor. So a great Alaska sweet spot is this, Condor, our Condor flights, and Condor tends to have a lot of availability across the board from different routes, different dates, things like that. The first example, the Japan Airlines one, there's a lot less availability for those because they're very popular, but this is a good one. You can also do Iberia flights, this is a normal One World Alliance airline, Iberia, just like British, just like American Airlines. And these are very, very cheap, 45K. Sometimes they can be cheaper than this when quoted through other partners like British Airways, for example, but sometimes not. So it's just another thing we can use Alaska for, basically. So this is Boston to Madrid, nonstop, 45K points, $19, and 3 seats open on this one. And I wanted to just touch on this down here too before we wrapped up. You can see this is a Boston, London, London, Madrid flight. If we just searched, for example, I'll just do this, Boston, London, because we don't need the other piece for this example. Let me show you. Boston, London, here it is. That's basically that flight without the connecting piece. So I wanted to show you guys this exactly that we see here. You can see there are two at 45K, this one and this one, except one is $1,000 of taxes and the other one is 19 bucks of taxes. And the reason is that Alaska will pass through those charges for British Airways, but they will not for American Airlines flights. So you can see it's the same flight, Boston, London, nonstop, different times and operated by either British or by American Airlines, but the taxes are a huge, huge difference. So another one of the biggest sweet spots, and the reason that I love Alaska so much for these for redemptions to Europe, would be to fly on an American Airlines flight instead of a British flight, if you can find it. Like this example where the same day there's an hour and a half later, or 2 hours later, an American version, and it saves you a lot of taxes. I would never even consider this $1,000 tax one, and this one is a great redemption. 45K points is amazing. So anyway, all that to tell you that it is a very, very strong temporary situation that we are in, and I wanted to kind of walk you through it. I will put this link here to the Alaska-Hawaiian thing down there somewhere. And remember, I have a program called Lex Travel Hacks if you want to learn A to Z how to do all of this stuff. First class flights, business class flights, 5-star hotels. That is the place. It's the most comprehensive thing out there, in my opinion, of course. And so I'm super happy to share it with you guys. So check out the link below, and I'll see you in there.